PM. September 9th, Holyoke Historical Meeting to order. Get a roll call
Christopher Gauthier,
here.
Zaisha Robert, here. Joseph Mazzola,
Here.
Elizabeth Rodriguez, Olivia Mozelle, here.
Everyone here for public comments. You guys will be different. All right, next item on the agenda is going to be the approval of our commission bylaws that we have been waiting for some time now. I believe everyone's gotten a copy. Yes. Do you want to just go over it very quickly? I mean, we've done this time and time again. Everything has been okayed by legal. Correct, Jennifer? We are good.
Yes.
Yeah, I think anything that they really changed was just
What's
spurred
different?
it,
Anything different?
just sort of like taking out.
Very minor details.
Like for example, there's a program like. This is the Mass General Law, and then it says like section, blah, 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 they just condensed it.
Okay,
That's other than. Apparently, to be added to a city commission, you do not need,
no, just the Holyoke Historical Commission,
oh. Interesting,
yes,
really?
yes.
Okay, well, to be appointed to the historical commission, you do not have to be approved by city council. So that's a big change,
That's a big change.
which I don't really think affects our
Okay.
bylaws, like what we do, no, that's a city situation. Other than that, I think we could approve that.
Does it say, members shall be appointed by the next subject to the divisions of the city charter?
Yes,
That
we just deleted, city council, everything else is the same, exactly the same. It's that, right?
It's all legal comments, yeah, it was almost legal comments.
One other question I have, number 6. It shall report to the state archaeologist the existence of any archaeological and intelligent mythological historical site or subject discovered in accordance with the national law.
What number, hold on, what number?
Number 6.
Oh, under,
Name-
oh,
name
got
and
it,
purpose. How does that fly with the archaeological accountability policy?
it doesn't at the moment, because that's not been,
That hasn't been,
right,
okay, so. That's different business,
Right, old business.
old business, okay,
Okay, I held out for old business.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
all right, so everybody's good?
Mhm.
Want to get a vote then?
I make a motion.
Motion,
Yeah, I make a motion that we approve the Holyoke Historical Commission bylaws.
can I get a second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Roll call.
Christopher Gauthier,
Yes.
Zaisha Robert, yes, Joseph Mazzola,
Yes.
Olivia Mozelle, yes.
All right, number 4 will be voting of officers for chair, vice chair, and recording secretary. For the upcoming year. Okay, a vote for someone wants to be chair.
I make a motion that, Chris remain chair.
I second that.
Thank you.
No problem. Olivia Mozelle, yes. Joseph Mazzola,
Yes.
Zaisha Robert, yes, Christopher Gauthier.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, vice chair,
Make a motion for Joseph to stay.
you want to stay as vice chair,
Obviously.
second,
Second,
all in favor?
Christopher Gauthier,
Yes.
Zaisha Robert. Yes. Joseph Mazzola.
Yes.
Olivia Marzel. Yes.
Okay, next would be for recording secretary. Currently Olivia, is anybody that interested in? Yeah. Okay.
All right, I make the motion that Rachel Roberts would be the Breines member.
Second.
Roll call. Olivia Marzel. Yes. Joseph Mazzola.
Yes.
Zaisha Robert. Yes. Christopher Gauthier.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I will note this and send communication to the city clerk's office.
We know when the websites. Has that been?
The video, all the videos have been sent,
Okay.
your videos.
Yeah.
Beginning with the local historic town. There is a training in the next, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks. On how to get all of those things done. Because it's on each individual department.
Right.
To handle their own website uploading and stuff. And so we need some additional trainings. So we discussed the format, we know how, or what, we just have to get to the how, so once our training is completed, then. We should be able to get everything that easy breezy. And again, we're gonna have a link to videos, and all the videos will be found on Holyoke Media's YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, it's just, you know, some of the people's dates are still on,
Yes,
so.
Yeah.
That's it.
I actually, we. This is behind the scenes that we finally figured out how to put the little left-hand button. And then upload the document
Oh.
to the black.
Yeah.
Simple thing.
So. And we just, and then now I'm adding the letter of support button. But it's funny because one page isn't the same as another. And so it gets, and so we're doing some Proud City training in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and hopefully that will help it become a much smoother process than it is right now.
Okay,
But yeah,
did you get black thing?
I had it translated and I actually had a meeting earlier today. And it was to do that stuff, but then Proud City wasn't functioning at all, so then we had to wait and. So it's just difficult to get there, but we're getting there.
Can I just ask
And I did translate the letter of support request, but I'm waiting for someone to sign off to, the native. Speaker to review the translation, make sure that it's.
and the proper procedures for the Zaisha to take meeting minutes? She'll get the recording.
We can actually talk about that at the end of the meeting. Yeah, I've now. Use AI summaries, which are very rough. If you use AI, it's rough, but it gives you a general idea. When we have recordings, and we got audio in the night before. But I can go over all of that. And now that we have the shared drives, I hope everybody's had an opportunity to look around.
Bless you, it is so good.
I took it from a Google folder to an actual drive. It's because we're having so many access issues and because so many people had been in and out it for so long that the owners of various documents. It was difficult to maneuver, and so I moved everything over, and so that's what I'll do is I'll download everything and then upload it, so then you'll have access to it, and then if you want to.
So much easier to use.
Sorry, have you been on the drive?
No, but I did get you an email, so.
So much easier to see people stuff up, because it's all there.
Anything else for number 4? Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
Okay, number 5 is a discussion regarding community processes, and meeting with Mayor Garcia. I had a brief meeting last week with the mayor about our commission, combining commissions and some of the obstacles that we were up against. It was a very fruitful meeting. We had a lot of in the background, a lot of issues with, the first one was the bylaws. just things not happening within the commission that has delayed us in many factors as we look ahead as a board and commission. Proper procedures with other commissioners, open meeting laws, conflicts of interest, so it's basically I think a learning for all of us, going forward. Can I think of what else? You know what I mean?
Okay, come on.
We've done a lot of things very lackadaisical, so it's basically, it's time, especially now that these bylaws are in order. I think it's gonna put us on the right track as we proceed forward. Hopefully, right? So we did talk about combining commissions. Olivia, I know you're on Fairfield.
No, my appointment's over.
You're not.
Something.
You're on until December.
What the letter,
So
the website says, and what
Oh,
the
yes.
letter says.
Oh, I've got it on the website.
Things, no.
you've got another 3 months.
Oh, okay.
How does that pay for you?
That's fine, I was, I'm alternate with us, so I was taking them for somebody else on to do that, so, you just,
We have been talking to Lauren, I have been talking to Lauren, also again with the approval of Josh. To proceed with combining the commissions the right way this time, we are going to be getting legal involved yet again. Because the process, the previous process was totally backwards. Where we had to merge with Fairfield, it will be the other way around. Fairfield. The commission, so there's still legalities.
Yeah, and I think. Going forward, I think we need to be aware of what's happening with Fairfields. So that as we start this process, we need to know what's going on and like.
Right. So again, as Josh said, a lot of this is going to be. Streamlining city boards and commissions, one-stop shopping. We had it, there was a letter that came in the other day that was addressed to. Several commissions throughout the city, not knowing who to reach out to, that type of thing, so. Hopefully with us starting this process of combining, we will be able to. Work together more. Anything else? That was it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was hoping legal
Was here,
be
yes.
here tonight, so we could start this conversation, but I think. Put down an email and go for it, I see this as being an N-month process, meaning I think it's gonna get held up in legal, and it's gonna go to council, and it's probably gonna go to committee, and that like. I'm hoping we can somehow expedite it if everybody on board is on board. Maybe make it much easier,
Mhm.
so I know Lauren. Kind of what I told Lauren was we would. Get the process on paper and get it okayed by legal. Before she presents it. To her commission. Because I think if. Let's say it's not correct, I think it's a very black or white process, and I think it's either gonna be a yes or a no. From the local commission. And then that's gonna determine what. We do, because in. Actuality, they're the ones that are gonna have to. Cease to exist, and then everybody's gonna be great, won't take here. So. Someone's not okay with that, then that's what it's. Debate, I don't think anybody wants to repeat it last time.
So are you going to finish? Or,
in December, right, I won't be,
alright, okay, you're gonna talk to Lauren
Yeah,
about that?
you want me to?
Yes,
Okay.
or I'll send her, it doesn't matter. But she was under the conclusion as well that you were gone. When I
That is my
checked,
understanding, yeah.
when I checked your term, there till December, right, December. You know, a few months left,
Okay,
alright,
no problem. So someone's gonna draft.
Yes.
They're
yes.
gonna draft it, okay.
We're gonna try to get together in the morning, just kind of go what Ben had done previously, but. Kind of as a full reversal,
Okay,
because I think some of the things aren't there, but.
okay,
I
Things got- Not entirely,
It's all-
not in, right, it
Um,
is, but saying that the basics out.
Well, we could just call that, we can call Josh at, the state. Cause he was the one that told me, that I should do it, so if we have to,
Right, start.
put it, put something down, or maybe we have Shannon,
mhm. Yeah,
is that something she could? Let's put, or not here.
we already have two other things going with her, you know, so.
We have to get the study
Yeah,
over with it.
we need to do that,
Right.
those first, yeah. But Springfield has, joint commissions. So you could touch base with somebody who's there.
We have,
McCarroll is one of the chairs, so I've been chatting with him.
Oh, is that so? I mean, compared to that.
The only problem he said is the amount of districts that Springfield has compared to what Holyoke has.
Right.
And he just says when that happens, you are going to have a lot of. But with a bigger board, more members, a full commission and full alternatives, we will be able to. Amass that.
Do they still meet once a month? Or they meet twice a month?
Sometimes depending on the issue, I think it is,
The
right?
business, yeah,
And again, like CPA, it's kind of. They're revving up the same thing where they're meeting certain times, you know, more often, so it's something we've got. to think about.
they have them all in the. Oh, this is their ordinance.
we're just letting you know if you need for me.
Yes, I love that, yes, oh, you want me. Okay,
Yeah,
your
I would
thoughts as well.
I mean, my feeling is if everybody votes yay, then we put together a good package of the council. I'm assuming they're gonna send it to the committee, but. Hopefully we can avoid some of that back and forth, if we put together a really good package to send them and just say. And if it's easier and. One less commission to staff.
You as well. Yes. But we'll keep you posted, alright, but that's, it's been, we've been talking, so. I think that's our open this time where there will be more communication to. Push this along. Okay. Right. I did say that number 6 as well, sorry. I kind of stopped, kind of rolled everything into one. Okay, let's go on to item number 7, letters of support. First is Jay with the Holyoke Health Center. How are you, sir?
Well, I get it.
Just consider her, it's,
And it's a little visual.
Okay.
Been 2 years since we've worked
It's
on
been,
this
yeah.
project, so we need to be a question for a second. We know we do it on a PowerPoint or. what it is. So, this, what we looking to, is obviously what I was. Yes.
Thank
We're
you.
looking for another support for our project. That we've been, very supportive in the past, and I thought, maybe it's, listen to what's going on, so the front page here is building, that. 5-story building, and you see the storefront on the first floor here, it's, modified storefront about many years ago, we're taking that out, we're building something similar to the conservative one, so, you know, historical storefront. Historically work for the building. Next page. Yeah, when neural activity may have seen in the city there, but I'm really showing you the consumer blocks that was, created this morning. So we're now building the elevator shaft, and we started very well, so, taking a long time to get to this point, we're there, and next page just shows you the elevator, company base, in the basement. And it's the visual measurements done. And it's the elevator company, everything else together, there. Next photo, it's 5-floor stairwell. So this is the stairwell. So what we've done here, we've taken out all the floorboards on each of the 5 floors for this dimension of staircase that we do. All the 2x4s you see on the right side are simply structural supports to hold up the floors. So the stairwell gets going, the back together. We had to cut out a big enough hole that the floors be becoming the floors that have the window. So we built the temporary support system, which we did. So when I take these pictures, I'm really so excited that I'm seeing, but when they come out on the camera, I'm looking at it, but it's effective, but it's just a lot of the top of it. So anyway, I want to get you a sense of it. This staircase on the left side will actually open up into that 40% building. So that building will be integrated connected to this new with the rest of them and staircase. The staircase allows us to go up the stairs as well as the ladder you cross the gate. So that was pretty major. I think the stairs that integrated that.
The stairs are going to be complete.
Yes, this building is those will be facing this building there. Next item, I just want to show you, every floor in the building has how the one like this line on the floor. We've taken up all the keyboard, all the walls, and we're reversing it, we're actually flipping it, it's a keyboard on both sides, so on the back side, it's actually pretty good shape, the front side, not good shape. Although it's still not open, it's not a stand up, it's still going to be part of work, but we realize that these lead feet on this side. The other side, we don't have to straight on that way, and then so work out the investment. The next picture is my favorite picture, and that's the empty elevator that was my building. The window elevator, it went up on 4 weeks after you look at the next page. Carried so we have an amazing mechanism that we couldn't preserve it. The way the floor opened up, everybody go through and close it back. It was incredible engineering trick. But anyway, the local builders and the architects said, no, we increased so we put it off the side, don't destroy it. And we're still working on that, there and how we'll display what we use. We make it on the second floor, make it like the top room, for the top room. It's just a nice antique at this point that reflects on the building, and I just so that's the next one, and then the other two. Yeah, the window recommendation. So this is a very small window, about this high, the space, but that window, or those tops go with the next stage. There's those end windows that have round tops. That's the part that goes to the top of those. It's the rectangle with the semi-circular. So we're rebuilding those rectangular windows. And we also see on this particular skylight, that skylight historically matches the building. Historical said that has requested that we keep that stairwell lit, which I'm happy to do, but what's happening is that our building happening at the city, which is sort of a staircase, it's very massive. Putting out our floor, the elevator, stairwell, the light level, it's going on. We have a lot of floor missing in this building. So getting a minimum usable floor space to have the structure, but for it to get going back to where it belongs, and the fact that we're opening up our building next door to it. Really allows this to be in its ancillary space because of the floors, so we have offices over there. Didn't work out very nicely, but And I'm actually trying to hang that elevator in the slide for them, but, the architect right now is fighting, so come back and forth, the best way to do it. He thinks it'll be hanging in place to block the light in terms of lower levels of the stairwell. So I'm thinking about maybe putting the stairwell on the second floor, which is the end of the light,
Do you open that part of that elevator? Make it a beautiful shower.
you could, yeah, it's probably 5 minutes, we could do. It's like in July average, and I think we could probably get the, but part of the people don't do it, we have big, but right now we're just trying to get rid of collaborative and like, the best way of doing it. Without it, you might have to hang, stay at 5 well, but, it's more than that than having to be cognizant, but, you know, the bonus gets really is that something happen, there's no way that we can get them on. And now, I just want to show you, it's a one, this is beautifully artistic shot of the building, but, what you can see on the two sides, of the windows that are there, there's a square frame inside that, mandatory, coming down there. And so, that was apparently a dormer at some point, its windows and be taken out. So we didn't discover that until we demoed the wall. And on the outside, it's a slate, red slate. So we have proposals in there to rebuild the dormers. The windows, so it's in the flow of the office space, and that's facing City Hall. So we just go to the windows and beneficial to the overall use of this facility. And since they were here originally, it requires to get a very different historical that that's our so so we're going with that, and we're excited about that. So what we have right now, we noted from the previous report, the original started off with the phase process, phase 1 and phase 2, and because of financial. As we get into building staircases, the elevators, everything else, we realize, you know, this one project, we increase is too much work on every floor. So we had a while ago. We one phase project, we got credit from the state, we got the so I just want to point out that that's all. That's what the looks way. We said now we can have a shot. So it's not really happy there. The holding. I don't know one thing I think actually when people you understand the looking at that. But that's the goal, and any question you have to answer. It's going to support the senior to do that. We submit our request that we need to say that in August.
Has anything changed, since you presented to us last, either exterior or interior, any modifications?
Yeah, I think everything I just showed you in these pictures, like that, except maybe those two windows on the ground floor, I put those there the last time. And so that's a modification, structurally, that would be given by appearance or anything else. Other than that, it's really been, is working with the city on utilities, and we go open up the street maybe next week, so we connect the water and sewer and everything. So you know, this is a really big stage right now, but with all that demo get done, and the opening being done, my hope is that the construction efforts, like, you know, started to destroy the building, but now I don't know why. It's easy to destroy, but if want to destroy and save, so you have to destroy your slowly. Pulling off all this keyboard was a lot of time and sacking and other. It's great, it's a great project. Very proud, but also something. Save that building.
Do you have a timeline for the windows? I can see plywood, which is.
Well, yeah, and actually, I don't bring it up here, but we've got a little bit of concern with the city. We've got vacant buildings, it's not vacant building, but it's especially, you know, and renovation.
What are they saying?
Well, they said it's a, you know, someone's got it, you know, and we know that letter. I said, well, we have a large school, we had a plywood over here for the last, you know, 1 month.
It's an argument that we have fought many times, but the ordinance is
Yes.
Class C, so. I just saw a post today, it was on Facebook that they're cracking down on.
The mayor.
All that sort of stuff, so.
Yeah, we'll see. Probably should do that, come out with role model. But anyway, all the people here. I think the issue is we have windows already in place. All windows for that historical, so they were rebuilt. They came out 13 months ago. So we can't put them in until. The staff windows up and then it's here, see, the street was gonna be opened up, so we try to get it done in a coordinated fashion, so we don't block that sidewalk like it's hot, you know? So I think the issue for us in the city is, we don't block the sidewalks, and here to put in windows over plywood is not, you know, state about it. We had to get some of those out of the measurements, even though we can't. So we're in, they're not bothering us, I think they did what they have to officially. And I think I hope officially, I put it aside, and we'll be yeah, it'll be done later. We're gonna, I actually, that's up for it into the. Oh, we can do a lot of big ones, I agree support that it needs to be done, and take one of them, except the issue of no less building. The day I like any building, it's in. Okay, so we tend. It's gotta be something in between, it's gotta be, show that you got a plan in place, in which case, then what I'm doing right now, you put the city on every basis, show its progress, but a lot. I think big buildings is exactly what we believe with the absent plan, it's just that now we get some. Buildings and very hard to build.
But I think the. It's working on building recently, I think. They view it more as like a secondary thing too, and so I think their thought is like, they just want plexiglass and feel.
Well, it's two things. So that we wouldn't have the resources to pay that, it's expensive and time consuming, and so you really really lower income folks are trying to help over somewhere. We can do it, but I thought it was insulting to have this big government. Spending $4 million. I mean, it's like still it would be most perfect space. Because that we've been allowed, I think the Met Service right, that's just radical. It's not. So it's surprised, yes, that why we're doing this, you said, what historical, or you're to speak that, still is well.
Well, it's a combination of both, because this is something we have to deal with building department, and this is where we come up with. Constant opposition, right, when we say something should be enforced. Bringing it to that certain board and it's, they look the other way.
I actually went around to pictures one day,
There's many.
So maybe it's just room at some point, and then the within rock, the winds, I said, you know, that 600 windows have no. I mean, come on, you know, other parking, this doesn't make sense, you know.
What have they said to you, the stats, was it?
No,
Nothing,
you know, a couple of years ago, that's similar issue, I used the city, the big buildings that
the health department,
results, Sean results,
There's new way of all.
yeah.
yeah, but Sean's.
Mhm.
And they can live in the. So when I reached out again, we had a couple of city discussions, so just give me a plan, take how much you do, and then you do buy, and you know, you do put in fine to me right now, you know, we don't have to not product. So I have not met you, commissioner, who folks they can do. And that, yeah, that can. But I really appreciate it's right, the police, you know, a lot of things, be in front of things, I don't think there's a definition that's missing. I don't do it.
Makes very much sense, yeah.
Anything else that you guys have to do?
Hey, anybody? Look good.
We have 5 minutes.
You know what, anything you guys want, you individually. Organize yourself, do that, but I work on managing a lot of people who don't. But we didn't know. The fire house, the fire truck, the ground, it's fascinating. You in it, just look at what's going on, but people that rigid scared of those units, folks like.
Man.
What's inside of the sewer system or what's inside of the Empire State Building, or like what's inside of this building, it's incredible, it's that cool. Yeah. My contacts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me both, say, you.
Okay, we'd like to do that.
We have to give you.
Maybe we're going to see it now, that's.
Yeah, well, I just read in my finance, my silly numbers, you do like that. The time lapse, you know, like, now we can be building, I mean, we do it all by this, and that's what we. But I think it would be straight to start, I thought we go, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, but. The thing about it, it's what folks see better, see what, right? Thanks, guys.
Yeah, questions?
Okay, let's see it.
Can I get a motion?
Okay. Make a motion, please. Support, employee, potential.
Seconds.
Entirely separate.
Okay.
Not sure because in terms of my wall, it's at all. In this particular one.
Thank you. So that was about practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Lydia Mazel, yes. Joseph Mazzola,
Yes.
Zaisha Robert. Yes. Christopher Gothier.
Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna allow up to.
Thanks a lot.
All right, next we have Vadim and Bill. 141 and 147 Main Street. Yes, that's right, yes. Are you trying to? Everybody.
Proceed.
Okay.
Well, thank you for having us. So we were looking to make a update and requesting to support one each for our two projects. So we don't have a ton of updates, so we make this much short. So Crafts Block, that's 141-147 High Street. Quick refresher, it's 3 storefronts with 8 apartments, at 80% AMI, one Holyoke CDC is a partner on that particular building. Great news, we started construction. We're at the demo phase, which I believe is right around completion or so. Next is gonna it's going to be the set demo and assess mediation. And then we'll start into the construction of it. We so far gotten some tax credits, we have some left to go. And I think that's pretty much it.
We didn't close on all the grant and the financing over the summer since the last meeting.
Right, since the last time we met.
That was a and these projects are really hard. Soft loans or.
Yeah, no, that's a great one. It's I certainly did not think about just the absolute misery it takes to like accomplish any steps. So we got the grant last June. We were only able to close on said grant like a month ago. So over a year, but apparently that's part of the course. So that's yeah, fun stuff. That's Crafts Block. Should I leave it open for questions or should I go on to the other one and then come back to it?
Yeah, we do the. Okay.
So, Rights Block, not a ton of updates here, other than. We were very generously awarded $2 million of state tax credits through the HDIP program. That gets us pretty close to where we need to be. We've got a couple little any defining attached visions, but we were hoping to go into construction there. Hopefully sometime like next summer. We're pretty much done with all the plans and engineering over there, so we're in pretty good shape there. Alright.
This is the one that's 19 new apartments, 3 of those are to be what we call stream load income, they're considered immediate income. The rest will be market rate, which right now is right around 80% their immediate income, maybe plus or minus. They're what you call naturally occurring affordable, they're not restricted, but they're generally low, right? They're subject to. What is market rate? Example.
Sure, yeah, so for a two family, I'm sorry, for a 2 bedroom, probably right around 1,400. 1450 sort of depending on, quality of the rebar, all that kind of stuff. Heat, hot water, and really was a little more. For, a 1 bedroom, we're calling the 1,200 range, you go 11 something. And then sort of variable goes up to 30 included.
These are very fine too, and the need mentioned about full through finish line, there's a costly project, sold $8 million, give or take, and full drone cost. We do have in the budget, I think 1.2, 1.4 state credits. So currently we're at 500,000 of that. If we presume going into the closing, we'll gather a few more, and then into construction, continue to gather on until we file completion. But that is kind of a contour of that deal. It's not like what we're getting extra progress with more credits. Kind of a lot of funders want to see that we're utilizing all the different resources before they get the additional resources. So kind of maximizing all these things.
Okay, yeah, it's an important point.
State credit is the slowest one. Although the state has been more generous recently, I think they got a new cap on their state credit. I think they're trying to kind of push some of the current projects out, so they can start looking at new ones.
Yeah. I thought we're, the work with people motivated to chase on, well, we have still. Pretty much with that all the time. Down the road. Questions?
I got a motion then, are we doing a motion for each or as a whole? Alright, I get a motion for a letter of support for 141 to 147 High Street.
I know I don't even think on that.
Yeah, 2 separate owners that they do it.
Tell me who is for each property, this foundation, 141 to 147
So-
is,
Easy enough to think about, it's the name of the project, LLC, so Grass Block LLC and Grass Block LLC. Urbanist development is really just a developer, so they're almost like a vendor providing. development.
alright, so we're going to do this individually, so if I can get a motion. For a letter of support for the cross block 141 to 147 High Street.
Made motion. To the letter of support of the trust.
I get a second.
So for me, I do think this product is very exciting, but it is worth looking certain to stay a little, unfortunately, I think we find that we should be some.
Understand?
I'm gonna be honest, I feel there's been a lot of issues here. We get a lot of emails from you guys. We've had people on this commission asked us to break open meeting laws for this letter of support. We have broken the meeting laws. I just think this needs to be approached. Five years. I think when we have to get legal involved for a letter of support. I look at that as an issue.
We was successful.
There's a motion on the floor,
Right.
second, does anyone get a second?
Second.
Then the motion doesn't move forward.
These two properties have been very difficult in my eyes as well. The emails. We have been in trouble with the law department for breaking open meeting laws. Secret meetings. Between Olivia, asking for a special meeting. We have broken so many laws on this commission for this specific property.
Within the span of less than a month.
And with you right now, I have Holyoke Preservation Trust sitting here with two members of for a letter of support and one member on my commission. I don't understand that. I value both what you're doing, but this is just a very, very uncomfortable vote for you. I hope that it's-
My allowed to speak or
Yeah,
Is there? So when in the emails. That we were addressing to you guys. We were basically just trying to seek clarification on. When the meeting was gonna
I
happen.
understand, right. We are a volunteer board. And it's with any volunteer board in the city, I guess it's been a transition from personal emails to company. emails. There's an email to me, Olivia, about a special meeting. That's right, so that's breaking open meeting laws. I mean, I can't. I don't, and this is why we've done with legal for support, especially with the bylaws, I wanted them here this evening for the same situation. It's been very, very difficult. Yes,
Didn't see it, and that's bringing in open meeting.
So the open meeting laws is when all of us are on an email. That breaks it,
Once there's a quorum.
right, so you can't,
I didn't even view. I mean,
I understand,
that's the three,
I understand, but then there was
which will
another
look at it
separate
as, as
where you were
conflict of interest.
on it.
Not specifically just, but there has been so many instances. Of the way this has been approached to the commission, how we have been violating rules within the city.
So I can, so I can say, you know, if we've broken any or forced you guys to break on our behalf or whatever it is. Open meeting laws. You know, we certainly weren't aware of it or were trying to do anything outside the bounds of what is allowed. You know, we're not lawyers, we're just trying to. You know, get clarification on. You know, when these are happening.
Right, but if we receive an email on our commission email and then an hour and a half, 2 hours later, Chris gets the same email. On his personal email, you've already emailed us once, like we don't need it 2 times.
Sure,
That it's just, it becomes a lot, especially I feel like we've asked you in the past, like, hey, so we're good, we got this over here. You don't have to keep emailing or and then we get a request for a special. Email vote or something. Where you're then adding another commissioner. Who you're on another board with, it just creates tricky situations for us. And so like, for us, all we really can do.
Are you speaking for yourself? Are you speaking?
I'm speaking for the commission, because
I think you should speak for yourself.
yes, but the issue is not just myself, it's not my opinion. If we receive an email with commission business, where 3 of us are on an email, that breaks open meeting. So the only way we can respond to, or I can respond to that, is just to forward it to legal. Because if I respond, it's gonna break open meeting law further.
There is the expectation that every single person wants to be. I'm just trying to.
No, I an expectation of.
When, like, if someone was to send an email to us trying to get clarification on like meetings or what's
They
going
would
on.
email
it's
email the historical commission chair.
The chair.
Correct.
So yeah, when, like I was saying. When we were trying to communicate, we weren't getting. We were not getting responses, so that's why the multiple emails happened. And so, when I was asking for to see if it was possible to do a vote with extra. A second meeting, whether it was by Zoom or whatever. That was again just me trying to seek clarification, because I know in certain times it's possible, meaning like certain commissions work that way, certain groups work that way, others don't. So that was again just me trying to understand what are the rules so I can follow them.
It makes sense.
The last communication that I had gotten was from legal, which said, hey, going forward, can you please email this email address? And so we have, and we'd be glad to. So, any rules that have been put before us, we've been trying to follow. And so, what we're coming to you here for today is to, progress these projects that are of historical significance, not to mention economic significance and other ancillary benefits. So the question is, how can we move forward? What can we do to make sure that everyone's,
That is why I wanted
Respected.
legal here this evening. Yeah, that's why I wanted legal here this evening, to talk through this, to get through this. But. Thoughts?
Well.
We are under a microscope. Again, now that we have a city email. They see everything we do, is that lately. We're doing everything the right way, presenting, doing what we're supposed to be doing as a commission. And then we'll get the backlog, you did something, I did something. And it's been, right now, there's 3 members of the trust sitting in front. To applying one-on-one. I asked legal for support.
wait, can I ask a clarifying question on that?
Yeah.
What does the Holyoke Preservation Trust have to do with this?
Your members, they're all members, sure, that's kind of an issue.
Sure.
They look at it as maybe a conflict, and not even gonna say conflict of interest, but maybe the push. Because all of you are on the same board,
But
coming to,
Like, if we get an email from you, where you've added Olivia, and then we also get an email from Olivia. Both calling for special meetings in different ways. That can be perceived as. Trying to sway.
No, is it just asking for?
It would be perceived as.
it's what's.
It's a commission vote. So we
Right.
vote as a commission, we don't
Exactly.
speak,
Right.
you don't speak for the commission, you lead the commission, we don't speak for the commission.
But there are
Speak for
still
yourself.
rules we have to follow.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Greetings, Chair. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it, which is, I think. I work in other cities and such, and for me, as an outside candidate, there's sometimes a confusing process between which commission role. I will say I'm not an expert on those meetings off. I look for guidance and they get the staff to really kind of make sure we're.
As we do as well, as we do as well.
It definitely wasn't our intention to run any foul, and I am curious if there actually is there, do we breach any, is there any conclusion in that, or is this kind of just a conservative effort? This one suggestion I would offer is, what the proceed is in fashion that's in alignment with, the continued new changes and policies. I think in the past, things were different, and we just kind of kept doing what we were doing before. I just think for me, particularly not getting these credits on this round is very, very detrimental to the project. So it really puts us at a disadvantage where we need to kind of wait, 6 months additional to there's costs associated with that. So it is a real hardship for us, and I think unless we truly grow the open meeting laws, I would just suggest that we really think about these projects and proceed in the best way to move forward. So,
Okay, I'll amend my motion. For to approve the letter of support and make a motion that we proceed to hear from legal. About this supposed conflict that we proceed. And wait to hear what legal has to say.
So there we
The letter of
go. It's the whole thing, sorry. Next one, if I heard you correctly, no.
You're making a
I'm
motion.
amending the motion to motion to proceed to legal and ask the legal decision in this matter. And not as making open meetings.
Well, that,
You want to include the letter of support though, so
Contingent.
contingent upon legal.
Consent, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. We wanna do things the right way. We had no idea that. I mean, we realized we were running the risk of being annoying. By having multiple emails, we were just.
you have time with the letters. You have whatever Mass Historic is saying to you, you have time.
So,
We're hearing from so many applicants. That they have to have that letter included in their application, it is not necessarily true. Not at all.
we have just learned that, I think our consultant really pushes us to have them, and I think just going forward, what I'm doing is not relying on our consultant for writing this, but proactively.
Some letters we have written have been 2 to 3 months out after the actual application.
I'm cool, like if they ask for it, you have to deliver within, I think, a week or two. But I could be wrong on that.
A month.
It's a month.
A month,
Yes.
yeah.
And a reminder, this letter is a courtesy, something that we as a commission are doing for the benefit of our city. So if everyone is satisfactory with this vote,
There's a motion on the floor in second. To Olivia's motion to approve those letters that were
sorry,
contingent upon legal's. Input. Okay, Joseph second. Okay, roll call. Olivia Mazel,
Yes.
Joseph Mazzola,
no,
Zaisha Robert. I'm sorry. Christopher Gauthier. Okay. Motion passes.
and we do the same for the second property as well. It's gonna be the same instance.
Can you verbalize that for me, Olivia, please?
Do you want to make the second motion or the second request?
So I made request that we of the rights block, the letter of support, a letter of support for the rights block, and we legal decision.
Second,
second,
Roll call, Olivia Mozell? Yes. Joseph Mazzola? Daisha? Christopher Gautier?
Yes.
Passes.
So I will forward this directly to legal and see if they can expedite it. You'll know what your backup is. I'll be honest with you right now, this is something.
No, we appreciate it.
But
Is that, can I,
yes,
ask a question? To Joseph, is there something specific about the projects that you're objecting to? No, just the procedure.
Nothing on projects, we have voted yes in the past.
I think, yeah, it was very helpful in that, no. We look to proceed to exceed the commission's expectations and try to be as
I understand. Yes.
developers as they want to.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
But as you say, there is a big conflict with this.
Yeah, and I didn't know until you shed light on it, but I will confirm.
Okay. So as soon as I hear from legal, we will see them.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Next item on the agenda is the Pioneer Valley Building Questionnaire. We've been in touch with Shannon, and she is actually going to be sending us. I think it's more of a questionnaire.
Yeah, she sent us kind of a guideline, like questions, I said to Chris, maybe we should meet you, Jennifer. Just because I think we could break this down a little better, so at our next meeting. Hold up, at our next meeting. Hopefully she will have sent us the questionnaire, so we can break this down and have the questionnaire, hopefully send it out in enough time for our next meeting, if everyone can. Write down some ideas, because I think there's some cool stuff here, but she's also asking, various people that should be on the survey, if the CPA should be tourism advisory, so. I think we can kind of break some of this down a little bit more specifically.
You wanna do that during the regular monthly check-in, or schedule something
Maybe
separate?
before, maybe sooner, just in case she.
How is this going to, how is this gonna work with the tourism grant? Are we going to be overlapping at some sort?
Well,
Not really,
I
right?
don't think so.
Because you're gonna be you're watching both ends of this.
I am. Yeah.
So you'll have.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're different. We're in different arenas, so. And the fact that I'm in both. Gives me that real eye where I'm able to notice.
Alright, so do you wanna say a meeting or a normal scheduled meeting?
I
Yeah,
think
beforehand.
Would the two of you like to just send me some days and times?
yeah, I just think if we do it sooner than later, that we would check in for. What, 3 weeks? So, yeah,
Okay, perfect. The next item number 9 is the CPA update. Joseph and I did have a meeting with the new chair, Jay, on the upcoming round of CPA. And we're all gonna work together this year, also with Jennifer's involvement, copying you on every single
well,
thing.
especially now,
Yes.
Amy has resigned.
Yes, I don't know if you heard that, Olivia. Okay,
So,
word is out. So, have you ever heard that? She's basically no longer, so she's left basically as the round.
One more week, right?
One more at 17.
so there was a gentleman who like. Doing some, Neil, which is make that a better thing.
Financial guy.
Yeah, he is hopefully gonna be helping with some of that, I think. So, just for this round.
Does the board have any issues with the startup this year, something that we just missed last year? something that we would just
Well, I
hide
think the
on, you
big
know,
conversation for CPA next meeting will probably be talking about the architectural review of the CPA projects, I think. I know Tyler had sort of the question of why am I doing this? I think the scope of work on the projects was not as big as it is in other cities that are doing like really large historic restorations. It kind of seemed like he just kind of copy and pasted what's on mattress or what's on, you know, I understand why it's there. But I think the conversation should be there, should be a case by case situation, not at all the historical. Cause like, we found out after the fact, I reviewed the merry-go-round, he didn't do that. So I think we need to create some sort of, you know, not a guideline, but
for the commission, for the historical commission.
Or-
it's plus.
yeah, but for the architect review of the CPA, like even though the CPA pays for that, that's our review. That we then provide back to the CPA, yeah. I don't know, I think it's necessary, but
I just don't, that's
Or
something I
what?
wanna ask, Jay,
Yeah.
is that maybe in their bylaws.
It's
That there
another
has-
layer of bureaucracy.
so he said it was just something I'll let Meg wanted. So we do it. But I don't,
Within whatever CPA communities have.
Right.
well, but
Say
the
that.
CPA communities that have it are the ones that are doing. Huge historical projects that would make sense for an architect
The
to
very well,
look at something.
say the very,
Yeah.
I think if we were getting CPA applications that fell into that category,
Mhm.
it would make sense, but we're not. Not yet. So that's why I think it should be a case by case. Thing, if we determine that it's a big enough project, it should be reviewed by art. But the merry-go-round, that was historical, technically. Not really good, but. They want to change the building or the,
This is the ones that are.
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Right.
It's also.
You know, the city hall steps, that absolutely makes sense. But it wasn't a major renovation, it was, you know, they're replacing the step. Okay. That's an architect that they did.
well, that's something.
Well, we have drawings.
What?
Well, that's
What? Probably
Yeah.
still.
They probably have to have state drawings.
Can we,
And you can't-
maybe hear from the audience?
But what is our? What is,
No.
what is our architect gonna tell us? Let's say we look at projects, we're gonna replace these steps and put it back exactly as it was. What's our architect gonna tell us that we wouldn't be able to get out of drawings from their architect?
Depends on what the building inspector wants to see.
Well, unfortunately,
No.
they don't talk to us, so. How do we,
Well,
So it becomes an issue, like if we're taking this out, we need to do something different. Like
right,
that,
there might need different supports.
right?
And there, you might need some kind of different framework, because those steps are 107 years old.
right,
So there might.
but the
much
buildings,
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
What's
But-
lights underneath.
Yeah.
I agree, but a CPA application is technically one of the first steps, right? They haven't applied for permits or
So someone has to.
Anything, and so-
The application.
the building department wouldn't. The building department doesn't have an involvement in the CPA application,
I understand, yeah.
and so. We're just saying, oh, this looks great, most of the things that we vote on are really in theory. Like the health center, they have said, oh, we're gonna redo this building, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's all in theory, until they start to do the work and the building department goes in. And then they have to get permits and all of that, where we have that issue in the past is once permits are pulled and we say, oh, no. Then we're cut out of the equation from the building department. So I don't think that's relevant to the actual CPA application as it stands now.
So a project should, that's dealing with concrete or granite steps, should also have some kind of architectural.
We would hope,
Resource
Right.
background to go forward with their application.
which then do we need another architect to look on? If maybe in the future, we have someone on our board, like if we had an architect on our board or someone with architectural knowledge. We would, the CPA wouldn't have to hire a consultant.
Right.
So. I just think we're paying someone. To just kind of write a one pager that's more of a technicality than. Actually something that's useful. Based on the type of projects that we're currently getting.
But again, Joseph, that could just be their purview, and their, again, that's what. They again.
No, right.
That's something that possibly be changed at some point per case basis or, you know.
Well, that's like.
It's talks, continued talks with CBA.
Well, that's one of the reasons why the historical commission requests that an architect be on the board. Be on the commission, and reinstate.
Right.
Because they're knowledgeable, because they're knowledgeable about the field, and we aren't, I mean, we like it because,
Right.
you know.
But you're able to help them look at the project and say, oh, this is no big deal, you don't need, or you don't need an architect. So we're
Right.
building.
Right.
But I think that's really the issue. Other than communication issues in the past, but hopefully that's fair.
That will be erased this year. It's very on top of things, and again. Jennifer will be CC'd on every single thing, so nothing will be followed by loops like we did last year with. So. We'll have a good.
You know, we will get insights.
The insights.
Can I make a suggestion though, when I'm be going to the CPA meeting, it's
This week,
this week,
Yeah.
yes.
Wednesday.
That you make some decisions about historic plaques.
Yes, that is on the agenda as well.
Decide where they should be and who oversees it, and
That has been kind of an issue with the board, and the last one was the cemeteries. Certain members felt like there really shouldn't be a plaque, you know, cemeteries. And it was certain plaques for certain buildings, Jay didn't know what the plaque looked like at the city hall. Had no clue what the plaque looked like, so we showed him a picture. I think he was happy with it. But again, it's not gonna be a case by case basis,
yeah.
you know,
Well,
if.
that's gonna be open for discussion, yeah, you're gonna have to. Go through your numbers,
So that's been a big
like
kind of
the
thing we've been talking
Black City Hall, is
Right.
gonna come up.
about.
Again, there were 4 holes stuck in the wall, and there was no. A semblance of any historical people going there, I don't know if historical commissioners in there, but we don't know where the plat came from. Princeton paid for it, so,
But they ripped it off the wall.
no, it came right out.
Okay, well, okay, thank you for admitting it.
No,
I mean-
pulled it right out,
But
it wasn't ripped off the wall.
okay, so you vandalized City Hall.
No,
without
I think it's
permission.
fine, I think it's fine vandalized,
That's your opinion,
yes, it is.
and you
Do
didn't
you
have
have
the right to
something
do
to
that.
do with that, Joseph?
With
You have
what?
something to do with that? No,
What do you mean in the plan?
the fact we're talking about, CPA planning the new law, yes, I think it did. No,
What's your question?
that's my question.
If I had something to do with it, more capacity.
Did you pay for it? Did
No.
you have it put there?
No.
Were you as a commissioner asked suggestions of where?
That wasn't on the commission then,
That's good.
but I don't think a commissioner should vandalize City Hall.
Let's move on.
Not very-
Okay, so that's what's going on with CBA. But you are attending, Or
Yes,
is that
yes,
something
yes.
you want me to bring up?
If this,
Okay.
this meeting or future agendas, I don't know what time you will do this.
Okay, item 10 was review of minutes for July 8th, but I was reminded, thank you, that there was no meeting because there is no quorum. So I'm just going to write a very quick paragraph. That there was no quorum. Okay, just keep our continuity going. Alright, the next item is number 11, reports from commissioners attending other board and commission meetings. I think I spoke of CPA myself, so in Fairfield. Anybody else? You?
I did that.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
I took some notes on what's being offered, or, no, I didn't, maybe it might be helpful. But there's some grants coming up for, historical commissions for the things that it. Making lists of important historical sites, there's some potential funding for things like that.
Mhm.
There's funding for proposing notable places to be officially recognized as historical landmarks, creating plans for preserving historic sites in the community. And other research and creating documents to help find, and protect important historical places, so. As long as the projects align with those categories, we could potentially receive funding for it. They say that, yeah, so they said that if we have any projects in mind, we can reach out to MHC. And talk to them about the project first, and they can give us some direction on how to apply for it. A few things that they noted was to not hire a consultant for this planning process, because once you do that, say that you do that, your application will be denied for whatever reason, you can. Explore consultants, you can talk to them about the project, but you can't officially hire anybody. They would wanna understand where your funding as a whole is coming from, so it's only. About 50% of funding, so if a project's gonna cost us, let's say $80,000. We would have to fund that 20% of the cost up front, and then they would reimburse us 50%. So overall, it's about a 2-year process. And again, they need to understand where the funding is coming from, if it's from the city or whatever. And then the amounts range from, and again, it depends on which part of the project, but anywhere between 12 and 40 grand, 5 to 10,000, 15 to 50. That announcement should be made in the next few weeks.
So is that something we'd like to put on the agenda for the next meeting to talk about?
I mean,
You know, you would have something, we would have,
probably,
Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of questions.
I mean, we don't have money to. Fund it, like.
yeah, that's.
I don't know, like.
And I don't know if there's like anything they can tell us. Really sort of need to see how their districts have done things, to raise some capital, I don't know how that may work, but that might be some good questions just to get insight. They did say that yeah, and they did say that they are encouraging Western Mass applicants to and they're doing.
So each year, you see the Western Mass listserv come through from Jennifer. And that's story. That's a listserv, you just put your name in as a commissioner or, in. And you get, and when people have questions. And you can go on the listserv and see what other communities respond.
I have not seen that.
The next time it comes through, it's very informational.
That's,
It's very informational, because you can put something, you can post something, and their kind of regulation, there's a whole list. That Jennifer sends out every couple of weeks. If you want to see something.
Okay, so is
You
there
probably-
usually a link?
Yeah, you're probably not on emails yet, but I'll let her know.
Yeah, I don't-
Yeah, I don't know.
I could have missed it, because I do just, everything else with me sometimes.
Right.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
There's
There's
a
a
lot.
lot.
I mean, a lot of it is not,
I wake up to at least 15 minutes, so I try my best.
some things don't apply, will never apply, but some
Yeah.
items are that come through our commission that. You know, appropriate, what do other communities do? Or
Right.
you could post something like, what do other communities do about. Old meeting laws, you know, that kind of thing, and then say.
Perfect. Are we good for that? Okay,
I could send you, the list of, wouldn't I be, crossing the meeting?
No,
yeah,
you just have to
it's
check.
one. It's one on one.
Breaking up the meeting laws is 3 or more, yeah.
Okay, any announcements? Nothing? No? Okay. New or old business? I know Olivia, you wanted to talk about the victory, okay, who wants to go first?
I don't know.
Sherry, yeah, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Actually, I have two things.
Okay,
The first one is the historic house plaque,
okay,
which, your post, Joseph, is very nice, we'll have these around historic. Jennifer, have we gotten anything? Any applications? No, not
We
yet?
got
I don't think
two.
so.
We got 2 to our email,
Oh, very good.
and then I emailed back and said, please, because at that point, the stuff had not been on the website. And so I sent them a link and said, please follow this, blah, 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 with the mail and thing, it's not via email. But we've gotten 2.
and I have two from 2 years ago. So I gotta find those, the contact people for those, do the same thing, I don't. Right.
I think we should send it to them. We'll send it to them, but they can post it from the mayor's account. I think let's wait until the standard version is on the website, because I'm gonna go in English and Spanish. They like the double post. And that photo was, with the name of Susan Woods, she used to be on the, which is a airfield.
Yeah.
What's real estate now,
The brother, who's her brother?
is that one thing you
Yeah,
have?
yeah.
Nice lady.
Yeah.
They had like 10 kids. She can't fit in that family, and they all lived in Susan's house.
Mine's at college, it's the greatest thing ever, far away. That's so great.
More nerve wracking, to be honest.
Oh, no, you get over it. Get over it. The wife's not, but I'm good. That's awful, sorry, Joseph.
The only other thing I have is the archaeological accountability policy, which I think we passed on, I don't know if we've gone through legal with that, or have they taken a look at it?
I think that should be included in when we combine. We have this, we should include this when we do combining the commissions, because I think trying to get something like that, which is a big undertaking past your city council, I think might clog up trying to combine the commissions. I'm worried if we put anything in city council now and it's pending. Does that make sense? Like if we're gonna approve this for our commission.
What do you mean, don't ask for anything else, right?
No, meaning if we're gonna put this into council to approve it for the historical commission. And then. Soon after, put in an order to combine the commissions, does it make that null and void? Because
No,
the,
no, Because according to the bylaws,
No, I
we
understand.
have a responsibility not to between archaeological sites.
Right, but I'm saying in terms of vote, like the city council process. Like me null and void, not that. As in the accountability thing, but the order to city council. Does that make sense? Okay, if we put this into city council. And then we very quickly say we want to combine the commissions. Which would then create a new entity in itself with a different ordinance and the commission would be different. Would we then have to redo that if it's not been voted in?
You still have to follow the mass general laws, blah, 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 blah.
Understand,
Section 9, 27C.
but. Never mind.
So it doesn't affect, it's not mandate for a local district commission. It's really a mandate for the school.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the voting process, not about that. As a thing, I'm just trying to make sure we can get everything. That it's not gonna hold that up.
I think this might, if legal were to read this, this might be faster than combining commissions. That's gonna take a few rounds. I don't think that's going to happen. All it's asking is that the historical commission be notified. If somebody does a survey, if somebody finds a site.
Right. I think that might end up in committee.
So. Okay,
That
think
would
that's
delay combining the commissions.
not really, I don't see. Okay,
Okay,
let's see. We're not, see what legal says, go forward, take whatever you. Steps you.
what was your question? Yeah, just wanna make sure.
Which is,
Asking for
it's, we're just asking,
notification.
we're just asking for notification that if the college comes in and wants to do a site at our Indian variables. Then the commission has to be involved, the commission has the right to go on site and say, what is fine. And the commission has the right, we have the right to hold those articles.
The only, I understand both of your points, I'm just worried about. Verizon has to put in a telephone pole. And they see, I don't know, the speed.
I'm sure a lot of stuff has ended up in people's attics and pocketed away and.
But this is going to be a big. I think this is going to be a very big spectrum.
I think
Rather
there's gonna
than
be a lot
just
of
notifications, you know what I mean?
Well, I would
See
be
where it
prepared,
starts.
I would be prepared to bring in Deerfield people, which is, Deerfield has an archaeological survey. People, they've been after us for years to do ours.
Okay.
And so I would bring in speakers to be in support of that, you know. Articles or.
Okay. Joseph, the victory,
Oh, I just, I know that they have sort of gone through. Getting their permits and making sure everything is clean on that end, I think they've been doing that.
mhm,
Should we maybe have them, and by them, I don't mean Dawn, that's where I left Dawn, but I mean either their consultant or their architect or whatever. Like, when was the last time we've seen anything from them, just to say, hi, has anything changed? Are your plans still the same? I do think it would be a good idea, I think there's been a lot of questions surrounding the victory, as we know, with that guy who came with that letter. I just think it would be good
it's
to
a
touch base.
public appearance,
No,
clear the air.
well, sure, but I think just. They haven't been here in a while. And it's a very big project. I know they've been doing work on the interior. They've done some work on the roof, I believe. So, I don't know, say hi and. See what's going on. There's fencing that's been put around and
Permits,
I don't know, I assume. That's what they said at the meeting we went to, Yeah. I don't know, I just,
Start the process.
Yeah. reach out to them. Just because we often, I think, we, the commission, and often the city. And everyone else hears from Don and now Susan. Excuse me, but. I would like to hear from the people actually doing the work. The consultant or the architect, or,
Why don't you ask for invitation? Sure.
well, I've been on tour, I didn't think it would be good. Remember.
Or the.
Yeah, it could be like a presentation.
Yeah, love to see there's work happening, love to get some updates,
Just to see if anything's changed, you know, as projects go forward, things change and. A good check-in.
I don't think that's already processed any building, like, whether it's supported, I wanna be nosy.
yeah. I think sometimes just like understanding the construction process, it can take you 4 months to just get your team of contractors in there,
Right,
get estimates and even like.
right,
You're not even breaking ground at that point.
yes.
You know, I know they found like more silk wallpaper. I would like to know about that. I think it'll be cool.
Anything for you, you were old?
I guess I just have questions like, you know, after today's meeting especially, because it had come up before, but like. Like as a commercial real estate agent, I'm sure there's gonna be products come across that I worked on or know. So I guess I'd like to have a conversation with people and try to figure out how I can do those in the future. When can I go, when can I not go?
It's been a very gray area, as you can see this evening, and I think it's becoming more and more. Legal is getting involved in so many things out of anyone's mouth within the
Yeah.
city. Anything that anyone says has to be okayed by the
State council says.
Right, everything is going, you know,
100%, it's
So
it's
if you-
gray area.
would you like a meeting, you mean, or just?
So we just want some, like, overall insight on what the right thing to do is, obviously, I know when there's a conflict with the Dean's project, I am directly involved with the proposal, say, obviously, that's something I get paid for, so I cannot push something like that forward.
Right,
In Jay's situation, I work with him on a whole different project, and I have nothing to do with this one, so I thought it was okay for me to go, but again, I don't have any guidance on what the, in that style of situation.
no, that makes very much sense, yes. Jennifer, would that be like maybe just
Yeah, we
questions and
don't,
answers?
we don't, we don't.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
We don't, we don't.
The only thing I have for the whole business is, I don't know if I need to vote, Elizabeth, again, this is meeting number.
13, 14, I don't even know.
This is the mayor, this is meeting number 4,
Or bylaws, how many minutes
So
are
great.
great.
but I was, the mayor, pretty good for.
Well, she had just like 11 or 9 or 10. Well, she had
That's
3
been, it was awesome.
but she missed like 9, I think, and then was reappointed. I think the issue, I understand, I know she's having some stuff going on. I think the issue is just the no contact, like just to say, hi, I can't make the meeting, or, you know, the bylaws do say if you're not participating, we can ask for resignation, and I think the mayor's generally her, so. Would we have to vote? For the chair to ask for someone's resignation, for the bylaws?
Yeah,
Removal of members, any member or alternate member so appointed after a public hearing, if requested. Being removed or caused by the mayor, members may be asked to resign by the chairman or by a majority vote on the commission. After 3 consecutive unexcused absence. Or non-participation in the commission.
why don't I put it as, then why don't I just put it as, get back to him, because yes. Just replying back to him to dismiss the last. But that's what we told you to do.
Okay,
That'll-
yeah, I mean,
That's
I
a
think
three plus.
honestly, if we're gonna combine anyway, at this point. We have open seats, so we're not, you know, it's not that we're actively,
Mhm.
Since we just passed these tonight, if we're, not that you can come in October, but we can do a vote on it in October.
What you wanna do, but I would like to at least just let the mayor know.
Yeah.
The first time, is that all right?
Majority
Everyone?
vote.
Do we want to explore opportunities for her to talk about engineers?
Well, we may have an architect type person waiting in the wings. I don't wanna do it. What did you think? No comment?
No, I've seen a lot of public meetings, so.
All you need to
This
say.
one was pretty. Be mild.
Okay,
motion to adjourn.
no, I wanna, next meeting date, October 7th. Is that okay?
I think I think anything I may just have to join virtually.
All right. That's fine.
I will absolutely communicate,
Okay,
make it, but
okay,
of course,
keep us posted.
it should work, I will say.
Okay, it's 7:12, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Second.
Yeah.
Well, Christopher Javier,
Yes.
Diane Robert,
Yes.
Joseph Mazzola.
Yes.
Olivia Mozelle. Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.